We've been hearing a lot about robotic arms on the space shuttle, as well as robotic snakes and robotic birds and bugs. But now we're hearing about a robot worthy of being considered a companion. A New Jersey-based company, TrueCompanion.com, has unveiled its talking robotic girlfriend. This is no life-size doll. Roxy the robot is designed with artificial intelligence and lifelike synthetic skin. At 5 feet, 7 inches tall, the robot can't walk or move its arms and legs, but it is designed to not only talk but carry on a conversation. So how romantic is this robot, and how will you feel at her presence? Let's find out. Hi and welcome to AI World News. Today we will be speaking about new female pleasure robot. Please watch the video to find out all the details, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and click the bell notification. Every day we crash with a headline saying, robots serving in restaurants or robots in hospitals, or titles like a robotic nurse or robot servant in the house. Such news drives us crazy. Humanoid robots are the latest advent of AI. A humanoid robot, also called an android, is an artificial creature that is designed to perform human-like activities like walking, talking, playing, interacting, and so on. Sometimes it can resemble a human-like appearance. Sometimes it just carries a resemblance to the human body, showing metals and wire. Roxy the robot, partially designed by Douglas Hines, a former engineer for Bell Labs, also is designed to have pleasure. And while it may catch some people by surprise, a British researcher predicted 2 years ago that people would one day have robotic companions that they could fall in love with and marry. David Levy, a British artificial intelligence researcher who wrote the book Love and Sex with Robots, said people will be marrying robots by 2050. He also said late in 2007 that people would be having relations with robots within 5 years. So far, it looks like Levy's predictions are on track. TrueCompanion.com didn't offer information on how complex a conversation Roxy can carry on. The company noted that the robot can remember the owner's name and express her love to you and be your loving friend. She can talk to you, listen to you, and feel your touch. Levy had said in a previous interview that getting robots past walking with jerky movements will be the easier part of building artificial companions. The difficult part, he noted, will be creating an artificial intelligence system good enough to mimic a flowing, sophisticated conversation. There are already people who are producing fairly crude personalities and fairly crude models of human emotions now, Levy said in 2007. This will be among the harder parts of this process. Human or computer conversation has attracted a lot of research attention since the 1950s, and it hasn't made as much progress as you'd expect in 50 years. But computers are so much more powerful now and memory is so much better, so we'll see software that can have interesting, intelligent conversations. Levy also estimated that robots will be able to have interesting conversations, not yet at the level of a college graduate but enjoyable, within 15 years. In 20 or 30 years, however, he expects them to carry on sophisticated conversations. The company, which has worked on Roxy for the past 2 decades, said on its website that engineers are working on a male robotic companion called Rocky. TrueCompanion.com did not initially respond to questions about how much the robots cost, but later during a CES coverage, the inventor, Douglas Hines, has now revealed a price, a cool $7,000, and we also managed to get some details about what this female humanoid robot can do. Made from hypoallergenic silicone, molded over a rigid skeleton, Roxy cannot move on her own, but can be contorted into almost any natural position. To create her shape, a female model reportedly spent a week posing. Roxy employs voice recognition and speech synthesis software to answer questions and carry on conversations. She even comes loaded with 5 distinct personalities that can be programmed to suit customers' preferences, from Frigid Farrah to Wild Wendy, that can be programmed to suit your type. There's a tremendous need for this kind of product, said Hines, a computer scientist and former Bell Labs engineer. The doll won't be available for delivery for about several months. Hines is taking pre-orders through his website, TrueCompanion.com, where he claims that more than 4,000 men have signed up, and another 20,000 or so have requested information about the product. The robot runs on a self-contained battery that lasts about 3 hours on one charge, Hines says. Customers can recharge Roxy with an electrical cord that plugs into her back. A motor in her chest pumps heated air through a tube that winds through the robot's body, which Hines says keeps her warm to the touch. Roxy also has sensors in her hands and genital areas. Yes, she is anatomically correct that will trigger vocal responses from her when touched. She even shudders to simulate orgasm. When someone speaks to Roxy, her computer converts the words to text and then uses pattern recognition software to match them against a database containing hundreds of appropriate responses. The robot then answers aloud. Her pre-recorded voice is supplied by an unnamed radio host through a loudspeaker hidden under her wig. Everything you say to her is processed. It's very near real-time, almost without delay, Hines said of the dynamics of human Roxy conversation. To make it as realistic as possible, she has different dialogue at different times. She talks in her sleep. She even snores. Roxy understands and speaks only English for now, but Hines' True Companion company is developing Japanese and Spanish versions. For an extra fee, he'll also record customizable dialogue and phrases for each client, which means Roxy could talk to you about NASCAR, say, or the intricacies of politics in the Middle East. A Japanese company, Honey Dolls, makes life-size sex dolls that can play recorded sounds, but Roxy's sensors and speech capabilities appear to be more sophisticated. Hines' goals are certainly more far-reaching. Hines believes that Roxy is a step above other love dolls. The similar but new real doll costs about $5,500 because her conversational abilities provide something close to emotional companionship. His customer bases: shy, awkward, or older men who have trouble meeting girls, he says. In an industry known for pushing the technological envelope, observers are curious about how Roxy will fare in the marketplace. Is this a viable product? Yes, said Sherry Shawleys, an editor at Adult Video News, a trade magazine for the pornographic industry. There's a market for it. Granted, it's a very small market. She doesn't vacuum or cook, but she does almost everything else, said her inventor, Douglas Hines, who unveiled Roxy last month at the Adult Entertainment Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lifelike dolls, artificial sex organs, and cat phone lines have been keeping the lonely company for decades. But Roxy takes virtual companionship to a new level. Powered by a computer under her soft silicone skin, she employs voice recognition and speech synthesis software to answer questions and carry on conversations. Women have inquired about ordering a sex robot, too. Hines says a female sex therapist even contacted him about buying one for her patients. Roxy has been like catnip to talk show hosts since her debut at ADE, the largest porn industry convention in the country. In a recent monologue, Jay Leno expressed amazement that a sex robot could carry on lifelike conversations and express realistic emotions. Luckily, guys, he joked, there's a button that turns that off. Curious conventioneers packed Hines' AEE booth last month in Las Vegas, asking questions and stroking Roxy's skin as she sat on a couch in a black negligee. Roxy generated a lot of buzz at AEE, said Grace Lee, spokeswoman for the porn industry convention. The prevailing sentiment of everyone I talked to about Roxy is version 1.0, but people were fascinated by the concept, and it caused them to rethink the possibilities of sex toys. Hines, a self-professed happily married man from Lincoln Park, New Jersey, says he spent more than 3 years developing the robot after trying to find a marketable application for his artificial intelligence technology. This robot is available in Europe and the United States and will eventually be available globally. And this is it for today, guys. What are your thoughts on today's video? And what are your thoughts about this latest female pleasure robot loved both by men and women? Which feature of this doll did you love the most? Share your views with us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. And thank you for watching.